What's up guys, how's it going? 3rd of February, just for reference here, and apparently now the city I live in, Wenzhou, is on like a lockdown, so it is going to be restricted access. It's going to be basically the same as in Wuhan. Like, there's a lot of common misconceptions with the fact that people think everybody is like locked in their houses in Wuhan, and it's not. It's like here from today, apparently we are only allowed to go out, we're allowed to nominate one person to go out every other day, so every 2 days basically, something like that, to buy food, and they ask that you stay in at home. Now, I'm not sure if this is enforced or if it's just a suggestion, but we're going to go out because I need to go buy some food and some other stuff and see how it is. Have a little drive around, see what the city's like outside. Gonna mask up, have a drive around in the car, and just go to the supermarket, which is like a 10-minute drive over kind of this direction, and see how it is. Also, good to note that staying at home is never a bad thing anyway. I've been basically doing a lot of like university work, so I'm studying an online degree in graphic design, so I've had a lot of time to catch up and do that kind of stuff. I've been keeping up with my students online, like I've did 2 days of phone calls to all of my students, like via WeChat, to just do video calls to like say, hey, happy new year, how are you, blah blah blah. So life is still going on, and pretty much like it's pretty comfortable where I live. I'm at home, so I'm on the computer, I've got my editing suite so I can edit videos, I've got my family here so I can hang out, have family time. I can show you just over here. It's a pretty pleasant view outside, and then down in the complex as well, they don't stop you going out down there. There's plenty of people that go out, they're kind of discouraging it, and they've got these kind of funny messages that are being played on like a speaker system, which is like routed around outside.
佢有對立，增至身體所在，地個身體的確立。連估計蓋上貨物，北面基礎附下的管理的本能，北面基礎無需造了一個上語，北面造無需取差旅遊退場等等。三，這一輩子固定或工作。
But like, you know, just saying like updates on what's happening with the virus. It does it in Wenzhou and it does it in Chinese. They're kind of keeping the lights kind of low key out there because I guess they're trying to discourage people from going outside to hang out. But yeah, basically it's not that bad. Out here, down here, we've got sort of you know, like landscape gardens. There's a swimming pool, although it is dry because it's the winter time. Nobody would go in an outdoor swimming pool. And there's like a play area, fountains. It's quite pleasant to like. We don't go out there a lot, but we've been going out just to like get some fresh air, stop you from losing your mind, like have a little run about and a little bit of exercise. But generally, the lockdown that people are on about is not really. People have this like a lot of people on Reddit especially have this strange view of people, and even one person told me that what would I know being in a city which is locked down because, and it's locked down because Wenzhou has not as many cases as actual Wuhan, but similar level of cases because so many people go from Wenzhou to work in Wuhan that there is like a similar level of cases in Wenzhou now than there is in some of the cities that are around Wuhan in Hubei province. I think it's Hubei. Last time I think I said Hebei, and some smart ass in the comments was like, actually it's Hubei. So yeah, whatever one it is, there's a lot of people there which basically like we've got a big amount of virus outbreaks here, and like I still haven't changed my mind. I don't think it's any worse than that I said before in my previous videos. I still think people need to be careful, especially I have children, so I'm still being careful. I'm not saying go out and be reckless, but it's definitely not the end of days that people are going on about. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of people on Reddit which were telling me, what would you know? You're just holed up at home. I know much more, and I've never been to China, and I live in America, like the other side of the world, and we've had 2 cases, so I must know more, because I've watched some sensationalized news headlines. That's what's really annoying me, is just these sensationalized news headlines which kind of are providing panic, and then there's a lot of all these social justice warriors which are jumping on that because it's like the best thing ever, and then, yeah, it's hard. I think I should have stayed away from the internet. I actually left the coronavirus forum on Reddit because I was like, there's a bunch of idiots on here. There's a lot of idiots, panicking idiots that don't even live in China. And people that do live in China are trying to say, no, this is how it is. And that's not true. What would you know living in China? Anyway, let's try and go out and see what this like this lockdown is like.
Yeah.啊？
您出去是做什么？
去买菜和买东西。
买东西，我们这里给你开一个那个出入单。
好。
稍微等一下。
那里有房号多少呀
15栋140
？15栋1402。您把您的名字写一下在这儿，好吗？
好。
然后这里再写一个出行人，下面这个。
出行人是谁？
出行人就是您的名字。
就是您的名字。
是也写一下。
对。
然后就是现在我们是2天才能出门采购一次物资。
我知道。
好的，给我。
好。
稍等一下，我们这个，然后单子给你，每次出来这个单子必须给你填一个日期。
好。
单子已经不要掉了。
好，谢谢。
好，谢谢您的配合。
谢谢，再见。
拜拜。
好。Basically, we drove, we left, we walked out the complex, well, walked down because we come from our house, down in a lift to the underground parking, got in the car, and as we left, usually the automatic barriers just go up, and they still did go up, but like the security people from our complex came out and he put his hand up and he, as you just saw, they stopped and they asked me where I was going, what I was doing, and then they made me sign for this thing, which is, it just says it's like a registration of me going out, and I guess now they're going to try and log me in the system as of having gone out today, basically. So now they're saying I can't go out, I won't be able to go out tomorrow, I'll have to wait till the day after to be able to go out again. So I guess, I don't know how they're going to enforce it. Maybe they've got a list, but they've got thousands of people which live in my complex, so I don't know how they would enforce it. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to go out and I'll test it and just see if they're actually on the ball. Because if it's different people that weren't just there then, I don't see how they would know if I'd gone in or out. And to check through hundreds of pages of stuff would take a long time, I think. Anyway, now we got to get out of the car. The supermarket is in this big shopping mall over here. Shopping mall's just there. The shopping mall seems closed, and so far, like, we went around the whole outside looking for the entrances to go and park inside, and they're all shut off. So I don't know if the supermarket, the actual shopping centre was supposed to be closed until the 3rd. It is the 3rd today. So I don't know if that meant today is the last day and it will open up again tomorrow, or if they're just trying to dissuade people from parking. But in one of the WeChat groups already this morning, I've seen that the supermarket is open. Now, I don't think it stays open very late. Normally this shopping centre stays open till 10, but apparently now it's just opening till 6. So we're going to go in and we're going to see if we can buy some food. Yeah, let's go have a look.
One eternity later.
Right, so after like 3 different temperature checks. We had to do a temperature check going into the shopping center. Then we did another temperature check just further down here, and then one more coming. Oops, got stuck on something. What was that? And then another one coming into this actual shop. I don't know where they think you would have changed temperatures or anything in the process of coming down, because there's nowhere else you can go. The whole supermarket is literally shut. Picked up a few essentials. It is quite busy in here. There is quite a few people wandering around. You'd be surprised. So yeah, now just to go home. Back in the car now. All in all, not that bad an experience. I just noticed then when I was going, when we were getting in the car, there's actually a lot of cars building up on the roads. I guess it's just kind of patchy. On the whole, there seems to be nobody's really traveling, because there are restrictions, like you saw getting in and out of my complex, and there are people that are building walls all across like small roads to stop and prevent travel. I guess it's like some kind of vain attempt to kind of stop the spread, and I guess it would work, kind of. But it stops people from going down all these small roads and potentially bringing the infection down there. But I guess it's going to be a lot of undoing of all these things. People have literally been blocking roads off with diggers, like in the more villagey places, and it's kind of gone a bit Lord of the Flies in the countryside. But yeah, let's go for a little drive round. I'm not going to go right into the city centre because it's like a long way away and need to eat, do family stuff. So I'm not going to do that today, but maybe tomorrow I'll try see if I can break out past the resistance wall and go out and have a look around in the city centre, like maybe do one of these like drive rounds. But yeah, as it is at the minute, it's kind of hard because I don't really have anything to mount the GoPro on. I had to kind of ratchet it together earlier. But yeah, as you can see, it's not a city on lockdown. Isn't as scary as people imagine it. It's just kind of, there's a lot of temperature controlling and signing your name. I've been signing false details because nobody wants to sign their actual details, right? Anyway, let's drive back. So right, we're back. Weirdly enough, because it's on lockdown, same as Wuhan, all of the public transport, the buses, all of like the S1 metro line, all that kind of jazz is completely stopped. Planes in Wenzhou, I'm not sure if they're either very limited or they're cut off, and I think the trains are pretty limited as well, like the fast bullet trains. But weirdly enough, the taxis, and you can still get Didi, which is the private car, you know, it's basically the same as Uber if you're familiar with that, all still running. So I don't know how, if I've got to go and sign in and out every day when I'm only allowed out every other day, I don't know, as a taxi driver, do you get special like exclusion from that, or maybe they're just living in areas where they're not too up on checking them in and out? I don't know, like maybe other complexes, because not all complexes are so fenced in as ours. Ours is pretty good. It's got electric fences all the way up to the top. There's only 3 gates in and out. Sorry, there's only 3 gates in and out, and currently only one of them can be got in and out of. So I would find it very hard to get in and out if they don't let me, basically, because if they're up on it, like I'm guessing they might well be, I might not be able to get in and out because there's literally no other way. Like some of the other places, there's no like walled in feeling, like you can literally go out and just walk out and you're on the street. So I don't know, not everywhere is going to be as locked down as here. Sorry, I got like got dust in the mask or something. But yeah, I don't think everywhere is going to be as locked down as here. So yeah, maybe that's how they're doing it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back inside.